Hello students, this is Mrs. Miller, and the purpose of this video is to walk you through the process of figuring out sales tax. Now we're going to start with a 2% sales tax simply because we are accustomed to counting by twos. I believe that all of us know how to do that. So let's get started. It says, welcome to Math Monday with me, Mrs. Miller. Today we are going to master one of my favorite topics, sales tax. With my tried and true method of figuring out sales tax, you will never have a problem understanding this concept again. So let's begin. Today's lucky number is 2. Let's start by counting by twos. Type in the missing numbers on the next slide. So what I'm going to encourage you to do is open up your copy of this assignment. And then you can have my video in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, or I'm sorry, on the upper left-hand corner of your screen, or wherever you want. You can just make it smaller, and that way you can follow along with me as you complete this assignment. So we already know how to count by twos, so we have 2, 4. Go ahead and type the missing number here. It's going to be 6. I know that this is silly, but for me, I have to have them all the same size, so I'm going to change the font size to 48. You don't have to do that. It's just something I like to do. 8. My next number is going to be 10. Change that size to 48. 12. What goes here? 14 is correct. And please go ahead and finish typing your answers, and I will do the same. If you need a little bit more time, please go ahead and push pause on the video, and then you can push play when you're ready to move on. Okay? All right, next slide. Again, today's lucky number is 2. We are going to add a 2% sales tax on every item that we purchase today. Here's what that means. For every dollar that you spend, you must pay an additional 2 cents. That's it. That's all it means. So I'm going to put in the word 2 there. It looks like I'd forgotten to do that, so I'll put in the word 2 there. That's it. So 2%, another way of putting that is 0.02. And if I wanted to write that as a fraction, I would put 2 over 100. All right, so here we go. The NBA is running a promotion. If you can hit a basket from half court, they will sell you this pair of Jordans for $10, plus sales tax, of course. So how much would you have to pay altogether if you hit the shot? Let's figure it out together. So what we're going to do is copy and paste 2 pennies, that's 2 cents, underneath each dollar because the shoes cost $10. So I have $10 laid out here for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select 1 penny. I'm going to hold down my shift key and select the other penny so that they're both selected. Then I'm going to let go of the shift key and press Control, hold that down, and C to copy. That copies it to my clipboard. And then I'm going to put Control V to paste. So once that's pasted, I'm just going to move it over here to this dollar here. Again, Control C, Control V. Move it over to this dollar. Please go ahead and push pause on the video and finish pasting your pennies underneath each dollar. Okay, so I have to pay in sales tax, in addition to the $10, I have to pay 2% or 2 cents for every dollar in addition to that. That's what goes to the state for sales tax. Okay, so right here, we're going to count up all of the change that was placed under the dollars. So I simply took what was here and I put it on this next slide here for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill in the missing numbers. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm counting the number of cents that I have. Right here is going to be 12. Here is 14. Right here is 16. 18 and 20. So since there were $10 and underneath each dollar I put 2 cents, I can also look at it right here and count. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So that means there's going to be 20 cents added as my sales tax. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and fill this information in. So how much in sales tax will be added on to this pair of Jordans if you hit the half-court shot? And how much would you have to pay altogether? So we had the $10 plus my 2% sales tax. That was 20 cents. So in order to put 20 cents, I put my 0, my decimal point, and then 20. That is what 20 cents looks like written. And my total amount that I have to pay for the Jordans, if I hit that half shot, or that half court shot, is $10.20. Okay, that's it. That's all there is to it. So now we're going to work through, we realize a few things. There are a few ways to write 2 cents. We could write the words 2 cents. We could put the number 2 and the cents sign, and we can put a decimal 0.02. Now I do want to caution you. I've seen some people write it this way. They think they're writing 2 cents, and they put 0.20. My friends, that is incorrect. Do you see the difference here? When you have the 2 first and the 0 after it, that's 20 cents. That's a big difference from 2 cents. If it were 20 cents, you would be paying a whole lot more in sales tax than if it were just 2 cents. So make sure that when you write 2 cents, it's just 0.02. Now, so back to our shoe example. They were $10. How many times did I do 2 cents on slide number 7? Let's go back and take a look. How many times did I do 2 cents? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did it 10 times because the shoes cost $10. So I'm going to say I did it 10 times. And you can see my $10, that's the number of times that I do my add in my sales tax, okay? So can you come up with an equation? There's an equation that you could write that would show how to do this so that I don't have to put 0.20 under each dollar. Go ahead and push pause and take a moment and see if you can write the equation, and then push play again, and you're going to see where I've put my equation. Okay, my friends, so what I did is I did both a 2-step equation and a 1-step equation so that you could see the difference. So whichever way is easiest for you is fine with me. So what we have here is we knew that the sales tax was 0.02, which is the same as 2%, and I needed to do that 10 times. So 10, here's my 10, times 0.02, which is right here, equals 20%, or equals 20 cents, I'm sorry. And so that is my sales tax. So then the next thing that I would need to do is add my sales tax to the final price, or to the price, to the $10. So $10 plus 20 cents, because that's how much I have to pay in sales tax, is $10.20. So that is the amount that I would have to pay for the shoes. Now you can also do this as a single step equation. Okay, when you multiply, since I knew I would have to add that back in anyway, I could multiply my 10 times 1.02. So this 1 takes care of the second step where I would have added it back in. And then here is my sales tax of 2%. And so the total is $10.20. So that is how you would do it if you were doing it as a single step equation. Okay? All right, if you did not get that, please go ahead and push pause. You can re-watch this part of the video, or you can push pause and go ahead and fill yours in, and then we will continue. All right, now that's it. That's how you do sales tax. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do some on the next slide. What I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to please push pause and try to complete it on your own first, and then come back and see what I say and what I do. That way, your brain is learning the correct way to do it. But please come back and listen to my instructions and my voice and make sure that you're doing it correctly. Okay? Now, I know, since I'm very comfortable with sales tax, I don't need to copy and paste the number of bills that I need in the 2 pennies. I don't need to do that. That's just a tool that you can use. Okay? I know that if I want to buy this iPhone, if I'm buying this for $6 and there's a 2% sales tax, I know that for every dollar I spend, I have to add 2 cents. So I know that 6 times 2 is 12. So I know that I have to add in 12 cents as my sales tax. And 12 is written 0.12. That's how I put my sales tax. And so my total is going to be $6.12. That's how much I would pay. Now, if that didn't make sense for you, or to you, let me show you up here. If it were $6, that means that I would need to do this 6 times, okay? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And that's how I know that I needed to add 12 cents onto that $6 item. Another way of doing it is taking this here. We can copy and paste. It was $6, so we need to do this 6 times. I already have it twice here for you. So I'm just going to select this. And I'm holding down the Shift key so I can select multiple things at once. Control C to copy, Control V to paste. And now I have 4. Control C to copy, Control V again to paste. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then my 2 cents underneath, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 cents. I can go ahead and enter that here, 0.12. And the answer, of course, is $6.12. Okay? Again, if this was too fast and you didn't catch it, feel free to watch it again. No worries, there's no rush. You can watch it again, okay? Now, let's walk through this one. See if you can do it in your head. If you're not sure how much to add for sales tax, I see that these cost $3. So if I go back up to my chart here, if I do it 3 times, 1, 2, 3, I know I'm going to add 6 cents to the price of these headphones, to these Beats. So, and another way of looking at it is 3 times 2 is 6. So I know that I'm going to add 0.06, which is 6 cents, and the total price is going to be $3.06. Feel free to copy and paste once again your $3. So I already have $1 here for you. You can do it 2 more times, and that's going to show you the same thing. And this is what it looks like after you do that. Okay? Let's move on to our next item. We have this Nike hoodie. If this Nike hoodie costs $8 and there's a 2% sales tax added on, I want you to think through this. 8 times 2 is what? 16. Am I going to add $16 onto it or 16 cents? What would make sense in your head? I'm going to add 16 cents. I'm not going to add a sales tax that's double what the cost of the item is. That doesn't make sense. And so what we're doing here, my friends, is we're building our number cents. So 8 times 2 is 16. So I can put in 0.16. That's what 16 looks like when it's written. So the total cost of this hoodie is going to be $8.16. There we go. Again, you can copy and paste your $8 here, and you'll see that there will be 16 pennies underneath altogether. You can do this. You don't have to do this. It is completely up to you. All right. Next one. I'd like to buy this Xbox for $12. 2% sales tax. You need to ask yourself, what is 12 times 2? Well, 12 times 2 is 24. So I'm going to add 24 cents onto the cost of the Xbox. That's my sales tax. And my total price is $12.24. Now, we all are familiar with McDonald's. Let's say I want to buy this McDonald's meal for $4. Ask yourself, what is 4 times 2? 8. Correct. Good job. So 4 times 2 is 8. So I'm going to add 8 cents. Make sure you put that 0 first. My friends, if you put this, that's 80. I don't want to pay 80 cents in sales tax if I don't have to. So I'm going to put 0.8. And the total cost is $4.08. That's how much my meal will cost. My next example is this iPad. This iPad is going to be on sale for $14. This 2% sales tax. I would like for you to see if you can figure this out on your own. You should have figured out that the total price is $14.28 after the sales tax. Click here to complete your exit assessment.